Most people think France ends at Paris, but they're wrong. Because down on the Atlantic coast, there's a city where royal palaces meet surfboards, where champagne glasses clink beside crashing waves. This is Biarritz, France's most elegant seaside rebel, part royal retreat, part surf paradise. A place that smells like salt, butter, and freedom. And in this video, you'll see exactly why locals call it the soul of the Basque Coast. Everything you need to know before you visit right here on Burak's journey. Let's begin at the heart Grande Plage, the big beach that defines Biarritz. For nearly 2 centuries, this stretch of golden sand has been the city's main stage. Locals and tourists gather here every hour of the day, joggers at sunrise, families by noon, surfers by afternoon, and lovers at sunset. Behind the beach stands the iconic Hotel du Palais, once the summer home of Empress Eugenie, wife of Napoleon III. It was she who transformed this quiet fishing town into a glamorous coastal resort for Europe's aristocracy. Today, the palace still overlooks the Atlantic like a grand old queen, elegant, timeless, and full of stories. The promenade behind Grande Plage is alive with sound. The crash of waves mixes with accordion tunes from street musicians, and the smell of fresh crepes drifts from seaside kiosks. This is where Biarritz's rhythm beats slow. It's not a city you rush through. It's one you breathe in. Walk west and you'll reach Port des Pêcheurs, or the Fisherman's Port. Built by Napoleon III himself to shelter local boats, this little harbor still feels like an older world. The small white huts that line the docks once housed fishermen and now serve as tiny seafood restaurants. Grab a seat at Chez Albert or Casa Juan Pedro and order a plate of grilled Chipron's baby squid seasoned with garlic and parsley and a glass of cold white wine. If you come just before sunset, the harbor lights up in warm gold and orange hues, and the sound of laughter bounces off the stone walls. It's Biarritz at its most authentic, simple, delicious, and alive. From there, follow the seawall to the dramatic Rocher de la Vierge, or Rock of the Virgin. This natural outcrop, crowned with a white statue of the Virgin Mary, has become Biarritz's symbol. The bridge that leads there was designed by Gustave Eiffel, yes, that Eiffel, and still sways slightly in the ocean wind. Below, waves crash against the cliffs with explosive force, sending mist into the air. From the top, the view opens wide. The Grande Plage on one side, the Bay of Biscay stretching endlessly on the other. On a clear day, the silhouette of the Pyrenees Mountains floats on the horizon. It's one of those rare places where nature and history stand shoulder to shoulder. But Biarritz isn't just cliffs and waves, it's also rhythm and motion. Keep following the coast and you'll find Côte des Basques, the birthplace of European surfing. In the 1,950 seconds, American surfers traveling through France introduced the sport here, and the locals never looked back. Today, it's a global surf hotspot. Longboarders glide across rolling waves while families watch from the promenade above, ice cream in hand. Even if you've never surfed before, this is the perfect place to try. Several surf schools line the beach, like Joe Morai's Surf School, one of Europe's first, where instructors teach with contagious passion. Here, tides control everything. At high tide, the beach disappears completely beneath the waves. At low tide, it stretches out like a giant golden carpet. Time your visit around sunset, when the Atlantic turns pink and orange, and the whole beach seems to glow. When hunger calls, head inland to Les Halles Market, the heart and stomach of Biarritz. Step inside and you'll be hit by the smell of roasted chicken, fresh baguettes, and sea salt. Every stall is a story: fishmongers yelling their morning specials, cheesemakers offering samples of osa iradi, the local Basque cheese, and bakers arranging rows of gâteau basque filled with cream or black cherry jam. Locals crowd the tapas bars around noon, ordering pinsos, tiny Basque bites served on bread. Try La Maison Baume for truffle specialties, or Barjan for the best anchovy toast in town. And don't leave without tasting a few fresh oysters with a glass of cold rosé. Les Halles isn't just a market, it's a social ritual. People meet here not to shop, but to talk, laugh, and start their day. It's where you feel the Basque energy warm, loud, and welcoming. Beyond the food and surf, Biarritz tells its story through architecture. The city is a living gallery of Belle Epoque villas and Art Deco buildings. Walk along Avenue de Imperatrice, and you'll see pastel-colored mansions with curved balconies and intricate tiles. Many of them are now boutique hotels or private homes, but their facades still whisper the glamour of the 19th century. Even the town's lighthouse, Phare de Biarritz, built in 1834, looks like it belongs on a postcard, elegant and proud, watching over the city from the cliff. Climb the 248 steps if you dare. The view from the top is worth every breath. A short walk away, near the aquarium, you'll find Plateau de la Talaï, a viewpoint often missed by first-time visitors. Locals come here with a drink in hand to watch the sunset. From this spot, you can see the entire coastline, the Rocher de la Vierge, the Grande Plage, and the lighthouse in one sweeping panorama. It's quieter than the main promenade, with just the sound of gulls and distant laughter below. If you're lucky, a street guitarist might be playing something soft, and that's when the magic of Biarritz really hits. If you want to experience local life, visit Parc Maison on a Sunday morning. You'll see older men playing pétanque, kids on scooters, and couples walking dogs under palm trees. From there, it's a short stroll to Villa Belza, the mysterious dark castle perched on a rock between the two main beaches. It once hosted secret parties and artists in the 1,920 seconds today. It's one of Biarritz's most photographed landmarks. At sunset, its silhouette becomes pure drama against the glowing sky. Here comes the bonus I promised. Most travelers end their evening at the beach, but locals have another ritual apéro sur la falaise, an apéritif on the cliff. Head to Milady Beach in the evening with a blanket, a bottle of Basque cider, and a few slices of jambon de Bayonne. Locals gather here to talk, play guitar, and watch the last surfers of the day. It's the most authentic moment you can have. No reservations, no noise, just the Atlantic and that deep orange horizon. That's Biarritz, a city where luxury meets the ocean, where every street smells of salt and pastry, and where life moves at the rhythm of the waves. From royal palaces to surf schools, from seafood harbors to secret viewpoints, this town has a way of making you slow down and savor every moment. So tell me, would you start your day catching waves at Côte des Basques or tasting oysters at Les Halles? Don't forget to give it a big like and subscribe to Burak's Journey for more coastal adventures like this one. See you on the next shoreline.